by Slade. Now, Slade were one of the biggest bands in Britain throughout the 70s and after. You know, they stayed around. They got an evergreen Christmas hit. I'm sort of mainly talking to Americans here. It might not. The British people are going, why are you telling us about Slade? they're playing tonight. But yeah, they started off as like a skinheady band. They went through the came out of the Flower Power into sort of Bother Boys, and then they sort of stuck with glam rock. Come On Feel the Noise, one of the greatest rock and roll songs ever. First poster I can remember I had on my wall was them, and it must have been 1970, I reckon. So I was like 9, and they were sort of dressed in that crossover skinhead pop look. They had the sort of Doc Martens and the drain pipes. I remember my brother, when I was little, he sat in a bath full of cold water with his jeans on, so they sort of shrank to him. So it was sort of that, and sort of Ben Sherman sort of shirts and braces and skinhead. Anyway, I had this poster on my wall, and it was the only one I had, and I think I got it free with Looking, which is like a kids magazine comic about sort of TV and pop. I know I got it free because I could never have afforded to waste money on a poster for the wall when I was like 9 or 10. And then I remember I got another one, which also must have been free with this magazine because it was so arbitrary. It was Christopher Lee as Dracula. So I had 4 skinheads and then Christopher Lee as Dracula. And I can still remember it had the squares where it came folded up. I couldn't afford real posters till I was like, when I went to university, I got some real posters from Athena, probably political ones. I didn't have the chimp on the toilet. Remember that one? Remember the one that was like a soldier, sort of in the jungle, just sort of like it was getting shot, right? And it just had why. Don't understand the question. So yeah, Slade, brilliant band, very nostalgic for me, Slade. And then I went a bit arty by the early 70s, and I was into sort of progressive stuff. My first album was Roxy Music, Stranded, that I bought by myself. Went into Reading, Butt Centre, I think it was Quicksilver. Went upstairs to Quicksilver. Bought that, so good. There was another shop. There's another shop, right, in the Butt Centre in Reading, and it was called But Is It Art? And it was that crossover end of the 60s, early 70s, new age, but brand new age, not the new age that we then got in the sort of 80s and 90s, but so it was like, you know, sort of surreal or Zen type things, like, you know, black candles and you know, Buddhas and you know, Dali-esque type things. And I remember I got a red light bulb, right? Thought that'd be good, and I put it in my room. I had a little bedroom, my little bedroom, right? And I think all the brothers and sisters have moved out by then. And I thought it was really cool. And my mum hated it. Rick, it looks like a brothel, right? Just And she was going, I can't see anything in there. I can't see a thing, right? And she hated it. And then she got me one day. She was going, I can't vacuum. I can't even see spiders. And I took it out. I thought, right, she got me. So if she's not clearing up spiders, that's coming out. Yeah, she got me again. T-Rex or Slade, never both. Now, I was both, but I even knew at the time that Slade was a guilty pleasure, and it wasn't quite me, whereas I knew I was definitely going towards T-Rex and Bowie. But, yeah. Anyway, how are you? That was like a proper conversation, wasn't it? One way, I mean. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, a lot of comments about the outtakes. I think they're my favourite outtakes ever. There's just a couple that are just so ridiculous that when the two idiots eating cake, that went on over 2 days. We filmed it. The ones that you see other people in, that was the first day. We never got it. That was a Friday. And we came back Monday and had to reset it, and we just did close-up so we didn't have the other cast. So that was two days of filming, just two idiots to eat cake. And obviously Ratty and the Nonce in the pub just got worse and worse. People keep asking, is it scripted? Everything is scripted. Every episode, 28, 29, 30 pages, but then you add to it. So something like that, when we're just shouting out nonsense, we get it and then we add to it. And obviously Andrew, who played Ratty, absolute beast when it comes to coming up with shite. So yeah, thanks for they've had something like 3 million views. Crazy. That's more than most TV programs. So yeah, the shit that didn't get in, thank you. You're welcome. That's for free. You can have that. All the shit we didn't use. Any questions? Love Ratty and the Nonce. Yeah, I think I'll have to bring them back. There has to be some reason to get them back in it. They could have a spin-off, couldn't they? The psychiatrist Ratty and the Nonce. He does drop a hint that he might do a podcast. That might be nice to do a one-off podcast with those three, talking about toxic masculinity. Just put it out there. Don't even say anything. Just pretend it's a real podcast. Fuck me, that would annoy people, wouldn't it? If you just put those three out in character, and people who didn't know it was from a show. Oh God. Long Dong Silver really made me laugh. That just didn't come into my head. Someone just put Long Dong Silver. That really made me laugh. And the joke is not that it's witty. The joke is that it's witless. That they're just shit nicknames. Like, why would you ever? I mean, imagine your nickname being AIDS. That really made me laugh. AIDS. What a nickname. Oh God, I love witless nicknames. I love people who contrive their nickname as well. There's a couple of people at school that would say, call me so and so, and I just thought, no, I'm not going to call you that. One bloke wanted to call him Zebedee. No, your name's Ian. I'm not calling you fucking Zebedee. I mean, imagine that. If you have so little personality that you've got to just have a funny name. Fucking hell. All right, Ian, it's Zebedee. No, it's not Zebedee. It's not fucking Zebedee, is it? Fucking hell. I didn't have any good nicknames. I think it was uh, Gerv. Oh, Gerbil. Gerbil. That was. I mean, just nothing cool. Um, yeah. Long Dong Silver. Harold Shitmum. That was one of his. That really made me laugh. What does it mean? They're meant to be nicknames about him being a shagger, promiscuous, whatever. But Harold Shitmum. Why is that even a thing? Oh God. Oh God. Um. It's just such good fun. Such good fun. So yeah. Once I'd agreed to do a third, which I always wanted to, but I wanted it to, as you know, I wanted it to go down a storm. But I've started writing it, and there's so many ideas. 'Cause there's so many great characters played by brilliant actors and actresses. It's just like I don't know where to start. I don't know where to take them, and you think it's only 2.5 hours to do with all those characters and all the stories to tie up, hopefully, because it's the last one. Yeah. Any questions? Do you fancy going into politics? No. It would be a thankless task. It would be no. I don't know. Oh God. I'd go mental. I'd see. I don't have to watch what I say because I'm a comedian, and no one should take me seriously, and I'm not in charge of people's lives. If I was a politician, it's the politics bit of it I don't like. If people said, "What do you think?" and you could do that, then it'd be fine. But it's the not being able to say the truth sometimes for an easier life, or uh, humanitarian things versus economics, and there'd just be no question for me. Well, like, no, I'll do what's right on principle, and I'll do the humanitarian. I don't give a fuck about uh, what happens to billionaires, but that's no good. That's no good for politics. So no, I'd be shit. I'd hate it. I'd be shit. There you go. That's two great reasons not to do a job. You hate it and you're shit at it. Um, so no. Uh, any other questions? Did any scene make you cry? Well, all the scenes I cried in, yeah, they made me cry. Um, and if the script seems real and you're surrounded, it's a good atmosphere, and that the other actors are doing their job properly, which they are. They're amazing. Then yeah, you can do it. You can get there once, then you feel better. So I have to do everything in one take, all the crying scenes. Love the Ever Decreasing Circles reunion. Yeah, that's one for the fans, one for Brits. Penelope Wilton and Peter Egan back together. One of my favourite sitcoms ever. Ever Decreasing Circles. It's amazing. Beautiful. An alien attack. No, what for? Seriously, imagine that if I just went mental. Ghosts, fucking werewolves. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Just like what's he done? Like magic. Someone's got superpowers. I said in an interview, it's out there now, that I said, oh no, some people thought maybe that Anne on the bench was a ghost, or a figment of my imagination, and she's not. She's a real person. And then I saw another theory that someone thought that I was dead, and that this is my, I don't know, purgatory to get into the, heaven or hell or whatever. Um, but no, it's not. There's nothing. There's nothing supernatural about this show. Uh, Subtitles on the outtakes. I think there are some, aren't there? I don't know, or maybe not. Um, uh, is that because your English isn't your first language, or you can't understand English accents? What? Or you can't make out what we're saying? No, I don't think there are subtitles on the outtakes. Someone could do it. I'm sure someone would do it. Everything you wish for eventually ends up on YouTube, doesn't it? And yeah, people are making their own clips. People are making their own little videos about the show, blogs, video blogs. Some people have cut their own sort of tributes to it, like long trailers. Put their own music. It's great, love it, and some beautiful artwork coming in as well. There was one that I liked on Twitter. It was great. It looked like an old 60s sort of European film poster, just like sort of red with sort of writing the cast, and it looked like a balloon, but it was an upside down noose. I thought that's fucking brilliant. Really, really smart. There's some smart people on the internet. There's some fucking morons as well, but such is life. Beer in a wine glass. Yeah. Didn't have the IPA, so I got the old German wheat beer again. Pandemic, innit? What can you do? I'm down to wheat beer. Be on the wine later. It's just a little ease me in to the evening, isn't it? Is this a recording? Well, at the moment, no. But if you're watching this later, yes. It's live. Hold on. This is live at 6:20 British summertime. I can't be any more specific than that. Stephen Hawking's football boots. One of the names of the quiz teams in The Office. Series 1, Ep 3, I think. How was my Sunday? It was alright, but it was too windy for badminton, which is a bit annoying. We had our walk. I had a little workout. Did some work. I reckon I got like 30 pages of bits and pieces and notes. I reckon I'm about a sixth of the way. But I've got a year to write it. So I don't know whether to spread it out or get it done in case something else comes up. I don't know when the gigs are going to be. I wish I'd have finished everything. I just finished everything before the pandemic. Finish this, finish the tour, and then it would have been like having a year off, wouldn't it? Still, mustn't grumble. How's Jane? She's good. Thank you for asking. She hung a blanket up in her office that we got in Sweden, the last gig I did. An arena in Stockholm, 10,000 people. Got back, they went, right, that's all, no more of them. There's a pandemic. I went, what? They went, there's a pandemic. I went, for fuck's sake. I went, it's like I'd seen a cock in a drain. It's like walking along, there's a pandemic. I went, right. Come on, that'll do. How long's that? Oh look, when should we do this again? What have I said anything that's of interest? You heard about Slade. I thanked you for the outtakes. Check the outtakes out on Twitter. Please retweet them. I want the world to see how I ruin takes. I ruin all of them. It's a wonder we get anything done. But it shows. It's fun. It's got to have fun, haven't you? Are you coming to Ireland? Yeah, I was coming to Dublin, wasn't I? Sold out fucking 20,000 seats there. What was that, next month? But I don't know when. That'll be postponed. I think my gigs will be the last to come back. They let back 100 seaters, 1,000 seaters. 20,000? No. No. You can't play that. Although there's still fucking idiots out anyway, and they're without masks, dancing in the fucking streets and on the beaches. We want to go out. Yeah, we fucking. See, if going out just killed the person that went out, fine. Yeah, fill your boots. But it doesn't. They're killing other people. That's why it's so fucking annoying. I don't know why they can't get that. It's like they go, yeah, we should be able to go out. Go, yeah, let's go out. Yeah, let's go out. And then kill someone's granddad because you fucking breathe on them. Oh, don't get me started. See, we were having a nice time. And then that happened. Right, that's enough. This is... When should we do it again? Wednesday. Oh, isn't Boris talking at 7? To see if what the new regime is. So yeah, let's do this Wednesday, and hopefully it'll all go back to normal soon. Stay safe. Just this is Boris Johnson going past a drain. He sees a big cock sticking out of it. He's just on his way to do the address. Yeah. That's... I've run out of ideas. Thank you very much. See you Wednesday. Stay safe. Thanks for following. Cheers. Bye.